All right, good morning everybody out in YouTube land. My name is Todd. My channel's called Adventures of Baja Boy and Baja Girl. Today I'm out here by Chula Vista, Otay Lakes. Gonna go on a quick ride, about 9 miles down and back on my new bike. I got a gravel bike, Poseidon Redwood. And a quick look at what the bike looks like. Got it in the matte white color and looks good. This will be my first time riding a drop bar bike with a rigid fork, you know, on a single track trail. I've always ridden a mountain bike out here, so I'm looking forward to it. So I'm kind of out here at the trail, right before the trailhead. I'm out here on the outside, on the backside of, it used to be called Olympic Training Center. Now it's called Chula Vista Elite Athletic Training Center. And that's the front sign. So that's where all the athletes go. And then there's a view of you got the mountains over there. There's a big fire road up there that I want to do one day. And it goes all the way to the top where the antennas are. So that's the lake. So we're gonna get going here. Just gonna get a quick sip of water here, and we'll hit this trail. This is kind of the same area where I'll go ride my road bike too. I come out this way. Just got to be real careful, have your head on a swivel when you're excuse me, riding with on the road. So basically I named my channel Adventures of Baja Boy and Baja Girl. My wife and I have land in Mexico, and we just built a house down there. So I was using the channel to kind of document the construction of the house. It's going to be our vacation home for now, and then when I fully retire, we'll be living down there back and forth between here and San Diego. So you get a lot for your money down there. Got a beautiful ocean view. So here we go, the start of the trailhead. Usually they have this lake open for the public fishing 3 days a week. Right now all I see out there is some people practicing rowing. So basically this bike comes with 27.5 wheels, through axle, has a 2.35 tires, so they're pretty meaty. I put tape on them and everything to convert them to tubeless. It's just I'm gonna wait till I save some money to buy some tubeless tires. These are Kenda branded tires, and they're wire bead, so I don't want to trust them to put them as tubeless. So we'll kind of wait till I get some extra cash and I can convert them. I also want to use the bike to commute to work. I have a set of Fulcum aluminum wheels that came off my Canyon road bike that I'm going to convert tubeless and put like 700C by 40 millimeter gravel tires and kind of use that as a as a commuter bike, because if you live in California, I mean, we're paying a lot in gas, you know, compared to the national average, so it kind of sucks. But as you can see, you know, we call it the sunshine tax here in California. Also with this bike, I'm not a big fan of it, but it comes with a tapered bottom bracket. I want to change that to a hollowed out bottom bracket, which I will in the future. It comes with an oval 38 tooth chain ring, but I did switch that out to a Deca's 36 tooth oval. And hopefully that'll help a little bit better when I'm climbing. I was hoping with the 36 tooth I get a good combination of speed and some good climbing ability. I mean, it's not like a 30 tooth or a 32 tooth, but we'll see how it rolls. But so far so good. I guess having these chunkier tires, and this isn't that technical of a trail either. Man, it's a beautiful day today, so I'm glad I got a chance to get out here and take it on its first ride for 2025. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's a good little windy trail. I mean, it's good for beginners and whatnot. I'm not a professional by all means, so I definitely have a lot to learn. I've done 2 rides down in Ensenada, and first one was good. It was all fire roads, so I think that's what I'm going to use this for next year. It's in September. And then I did a mountain bike ride called Costa Baja in it's December 15th. I was a little sick and hadn't been riding as much as I should have been. But man, that ride humbled me. It showed me how much I have a lot more to learn. I did that on my full suspension, which is a Fazari Abajo Peak. And I got to get in better shape. So I am doing this on my old iPhone 12, so I'm not sure how the quality is going to be or how good it's going to be, but I'm giving it a shot. So we'll see how it goes. I do want to get a better camera, especially so I can track and document all my rides I do in Ensenada. So yeah, it's definitely a lot different riding a drop bar bike on these single track trails compared to a flat bar mountain bike. I mean, I'm used to drop bars because obviously that's what my road bikes have. And this is a lot wider of a drop bar, and the drops are flared out a little bit, so you get, I think, a lot better handling. Ooh, But this is definitely a fun trail. So I have a size small, and it fits really well. I'm only 68 inches, 5'8", so it fits good. And I don't know, I think the bike probably weighs, I mean, it's pretty heavy, probably weighs about 26 pounds for the small. I don't know, I haven't weighed it. But I mean, being all aluminum, the fork's not carbon either, because the bike's more meant for, you know, being heavy duty for bike packing and whatnot. So you got lots of mounting bolts. You can do 3 water bottles. It's got mounting bolts for racks, a rack in the back, side racks on the side of the forks. And being that they're aluminum, they're going to be heavy duty, so, you know, unlike a carbon fork, you can put some weight on them. I don't think I'll be doing any backpacking type stuff, but if that's something you'd like to do, I mean, it's a great deal, this bike. They currently have it on sale for $5.99, and that's kind of why, you know, pulled the trigger on it. I think it was normally $750 or $800, so I'm like, man, I can't pass that deal up, especially when with these tariffs coming, you don't know how much it's going to affect, how much is stuff going to go up. So it comes with micro shift admit. I mean, it seems to shift pretty well. I might have to fine tune it a little bit. I haven't, you know, messed with any of the shifting. It's basically straight out of the box. Morning. So it's nice to see some people out here I know on the trail. There's a guy with his young son, so that's pretty cool to be getting him into mountain biking. My wife has a mountain bike, and I want her to get into it, but, well, actually, I bought her a mountain bike. I have her, she has it's called a Poseidon, and got it for like $1,000, full suspension. It's just that she needs to get on it, practice. She's kind of afraid she's going to fall. But I told her she'll get over that fear. She just has to get on the bike, so I got to get her out on the bike. There's a couple trails around here that aren't single track, and I can probably take her on and she can learn. It doesn't have a lot of climbing and that type of stuff. So the big tires definitely kind of absorb some of the bumpiness. I'm not feeling it too bad. Another thing I'll probably change on this bike is I'm not a big fan of the bar tape it came with, so I'll probably... Oop, good morning. One more eye. I'm only one. I'll switch it out. Only one. Good morning. Switch it out to a more tackier, better bar tape. So pretty soon we'll be coming up to an opening, and that's where you got to kind of climb up, go up on Otay Lakes Road, go down a little bit, and you can drop back into the trail. There's a pretty good climb coming up here. So we'll see how this old girl does climbing. The rear cassette is a, like I said, micro shift branded. It's a 48 tooth, 11 by 48. So it has a lot of gears. Here comes this climb, so we're gonna get some good speed going. All right, come on, Todd. Yeah. Okay. So here's what I was talking about. Part of the trail opens up. To the left here is Otay Lakes Road. So far so good. I like it. It's definitely rides good. So we'll come down here and I'll give you guys a closer look at the bike. All right, so I can give you a closer look at the bike. Yeah, I put better, my pedals on it a little bit. Flat pedals, pretty good size. Comes with mechanical brakes, which it seems like I bedded them in pretty good. So they're pretty well. They've worked pretty well. I had an extra seat. It's a little bit wider in the back for my fat butt. And there's the chain ring that I changed out, and I waxed my chain. So I like waxing. I think it works out pretty well. And then you can see here, out here by the lake, got some people rowing right there. That's pretty cool. So basically last year we got a lot of rain, so it definitely filled this reservoir up. like the previous year, all this area over here was dry. So it made it really good that it sorry about that. That was a bunch of crotch rockets whizzing by. They go out here on Old Tie Lakes Road all the time. That's why this part of the road, I don't like to go out on my road bike. A lot of people have been killed out there. It's pretty dangerous, especially with these young bucks out there on these crotch rockets. They go out there just, you know, hauling ass. So let's go walk down here, kind of show you they got like a bridge, because this is lower Otay and then you got upper Otay. You used to be able to kind of cross on this side here, but it's a little too rocky for me. So there you can see, got lots of graffiti. The other side you can go across and mountain bike on, and that has you can go out by, it's called Proctor Valley Road. It starts, and you can go out there and go out towards a area in San Diego called Jamul. So it's a pretty good ride. So let me get up here and we'll hop up and get to the other side. So if you're looking for a very budget-friendly gravel bike, I mean, I'm loving this Poseidon. For me, it's perfect. I think it's well worth the money. You know, I mean, it's not like, me personally, I'm not a racer, so, I mean, 2 of my road bikes are carbon fiber, but it's not like I need a carbon fiber, you know, gravel bike. I want something like my mountain bike's aluminum, so it's a lot stiffer, or not necessarily stiffer, but it's a lot stronger. There's a bunch of dudes on their bikes, road bikes. So I'm only going to be up here on the road on the shoulder for a little bit. Like I said, I don't like to, because I can hear a dude now coming behind me, hauling ass. Alright, here's where we're going to drop back in at, onto the trail. Nice and smooth. Because, I mean, I'm not, at my age now, I'll be turning 55 next month, God willing. I'm not, you know, out here trying to do crazy jumps or do any crazy shit. You know, I did that stuff when I was younger, when I had BMX bikes, you know. So I'm just out here to ride, get some exercise, enjoy it, because I don't know what it is about, you know, riding out here on these trails, but it definitely is therapeutic. A little history of myself is, I originally come from Minnesota, grew up in a small town south of the Twin Cities. When I was 19, I joined the Navy. Did 4 years in the Navy, went to the Persian Gulf War. Decided I didn't really like the Navy. So I got out, 1994, and went back home. Was back home for 3 years. Came back to San Diego and met a guy that was still in the Navy that was my neighbor, and he was kind of telling me kind of how some things had changed with the Navy. So I decided I'll go back in. My previous 4 years counted towards the 20, so I went back in the Navy in February of 2000, and then I ended up staying for 16 years and retire to get my 20. Retired in February of 2016. So I'm happy I got to serve my country. And I give a big shout out to my wife, because I deployed 6 times total, and she was always there. We've been together 34 years. She was always there, taking care of everything, so I could go out and do what I had to do out to sea on my ships. I never had to worry. So that's a blessing. And then also, unfortunately, for my 20 years, my body's, beat up, joints, etc. And that's just part of it. I was a gas turbo mechanic when I was in, so that's a rough life. Being underway all the time, always in the engine rooms. Some dudes will call you a fresh air snipe, but I'm still a snipe. And I suffer from depression, anxiety. That's all coupled with PTSD. So coming out here, man, it's just does wonders for my mental health. I retired and everything just slowed down. Because when you're in the service, when you're in the Navy, I'm sure it's every branch of service, you're always in such an up-tempo, high-paced style of life. You get used to that and it wears on your body. But when you get out, everything comes to a screeching halt, seems like. And then when I retired, I'd, went into a lot of deep depression. And then my anxiety didn't want to go anywhere, didn't want to go out. Didn't want to deal with people. And luckily I have my wife, and she's still there today. She kicks me in the butt when I need it. She's the one that has to deal with me when I get in those depressive moods. Because it's like a roller coaster ride. It's, sometimes, I talk to people that also suffer from it, and, that can relate. And, it's like I said, it's like a roller coaster ride. It's up and down. So if anybody that's out there that's suffering from it, I can definitely relate and understand. It's an ongoing battle, man, and a lot of people that don't have it don't understand that. It is just an ongoing battle. Some days are better than others. And thank God today's a good day. I'm out here on the bike, getting my therapy. This is a good little chunky section. Got some rocks on it. A little climb back there. impressed with this bike. I thought it would be a lot more unforgiving, being that there's no suspension and it's, you know, all aluminium and rigid fork. But man, those big 2.35 tires definitely eat up some of that. I can't wait to make them tubeless so I don't have to carry, you know, deal with tubes. I can run a lower pressure. And hopefully going tubeless I can, you know, maybe drop, I don't know, maybe 2 pounds off the weight. Like I said, I'm not a huge weight weenie guy, but I definitely don't want to, you know, my gravel bike to weigh, you know, like 35 pounds like my full suspension, you know. The only thing I don't like about this trail out here is when we get up to this ending point, you can't keep going around the lake. I don't know. I've never found any trail yet that goes all the way around it, but it kind of sucks because you're can't keep going and come back to the other side where I started at. Sometimes you'll see coyotes out here, and they'll be running across the trail as you're going down to the lake to get water. So I'll see them. I haven't seen one today, but I have seen them out here before. And also, I mean, I'm not a professional YouTuber or content maker, so I apologize if I'm kind of all over the place. But if you do get this bike and you know, you don't have to update anything. It comes with pedals. I mean, you can ride it as is. I guess it's just would be a personal preference, you know. I mean, the bike is great. Hey, good morning, sir. How you doing?
Good, good. Have a good time.
You too. It is. All right, so here we are coming up to the end of the trail. And this is the little opening I was talking about. So here we are at the end. You can see I'm kind of on the whole other side of the lake. Some people down there dumping in their kayaks to, looks like, to go fishing. A lot of people will fish for bass out in this lake. It's man-made, of course. It's a reservoir, but I'm pretty sure they stock it. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like my channel, or please, if you do like my channel, please like and subscribe. I'm going to be showing more stuff down in Baja as my wife and I explore it more and post more videos. Until the next one, thank you, and have a blessed Sunday. Appreciate it if you're watching. Thank you. Peace.